Do you realize that every single day, with your own hands, you may be shortening your life? Not someone else, not fate, not disease. You, slowly, silently, hidden behind your habits, behind the phrase, "I'm doing fine," beneath the hum of routine. No, this isn't some fear-mongering from doctors. This is reality, a reality we've learned to brush aside. You might be thinking, "I've got everything under control. I live the way I always have, and I'll live to a ripe old age." But here's the question. Are you sure? Are you certain that what you call living isn't actually stealing years from your life? Please watch until the end, because I'm going to tell you a truth. Most people never speak aloud. Let me begin with a story that made me stop and think. The illusion that everything is predetermined. Many people believe that life is already written in stone, that they have little power over what happens. But this mindset leads to passivity, to a reluctance to change anything. Yet research shows that up to 70% of our health is shaped by our lifestyle and habits, not by genes or fate. A friend of mine, Alexander, was convinced that illness ran in the family and there was nothing he could do. Many of his relatives had suffered from heart disease, and he accepted it as his fate. But when he was diagnosed with high blood pressure at 45, something shifted. He began eating healthier, started exercising, and gave up bad habits. Years later, his health had improved dramatically, and he realized how much control he actually had over his own future. "I'll fall apart if I stop," the lie that broke her. I remember a woman who always said, "As long as I'm working, I'm strong. If I rest, I'll fall apart." And eventually, she did. Her heart couldn't take it anymore. Yes, work keeps us going. But if you never give yourself rest, your body will take it. Through your nerves, your joints, your immune system. They're not made of steel. You want to work? Work. But wisely. True strength isn't about pushing through. It's about knowing when to stop. You don't owe the world proof that you're still going strong. You owe yourself care, because you are all you've got. Rest isn't weakness. It's not laziness. It's a biological necessity. Rest restores strength, balances your stress hormones, and helps every system in your body function better. It clears your mind, stabilizes emotions, and even boosts productivity. My friend Olga spent decades building her career, working weekends, skipping vacations. By the time she turned 60, she was exhausted, depressed, and had developed serious heart issues. Only after a stern warning from her doctors did she finally slow down. She began taking time for herself, for her hobbies, for her family. And that's when she started healing. Saving money on yourself, a slow self-destruction. My grandmother once told me, "I'd rather eat potatoes and bread than waste money on nonsense." She saw it as a sign of strength and frugality. But over the years, I realized it was something else, a habit of denying herself everything, even the basics. Many of us, especially those raised during hard times, treat every joy as a luxury. A new coat? What for? A cafe visit? Waste of money. Vitamins, massage, a good chair? Too expensive for me. But excessive frugality isn't wisdom. It's quiet, long-term self-destruction. Imagine working your entire life, saving money, only to live your later years like a shadow of your own existence. Health, comfort, nutrition, a pleasant home, these are not indulgences. They are needs. And here's the paradox. We hesitate to spend money on ourselves, but freely allow our children or grandchildren to spend what we saved. We invest in their future, forgetting that we already live in the present. So allow yourself comfort. You don't have to eat stale bread if you can afford it fresh. You don't have to wear worn-out shoes if you've earned new ones. Spending wisely on yourself is not extravagance. It's self-respect. Start with something simple. Set aside a sum just for yourself. Buy something that brings joy. Do something you once called unnecessary. And watch how your body and soul respond. Withdrawing from life. Why we cut ourselves off. Imagine this. Your days used to be filled with voices, laughter, friends, neighbors, co-workers. Now the phone rings less. And more often you think, who needs me anymore? It's quiet, peaceful, but in truth, it's the beginning of something dangerous. isolation. I remember once visiting my elderly neighbor, Aunt Valia. She used to sit on the bench outside, chat with other grandmas, invite people over. But after an illness, she stopped going out. Why bother, she'd say. Everyone's busy. 6 months passed. Her eyes dimmed. Her sentences became shorter. It was like she had been switched off. Later, she admitted the loneliness was unbearable, but she had been too ashamed to say it. And that's the tragedy. Someone may seem alive, but they're slowly fading from the world. Social connection is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. It stimulates the brain, reduces the risk of dementia, boosts immunity, and makes life worth living. Don't believe the myth that only the young have a right to joy and connection. You are still a full participant in society. If your circle has shrunk, expand it. Take a course. Join a hobby club. Talk to your neighbors. Even join an online group. It may feel small, but it's not. It's a lifeline. If someone tells you, the best part of aging is peace and quiet, don't believe it. The best part is knowing you still matter. Loneliness isn't natural. It's a sign. Something needs to change. Overlooking home safety. We often underestimate how important it is to make our homes safe. Slippery rugs, no handrails in the bathroom, unstable stairs. These things may seem small, but they can lead to serious injuries, especially with age. Statistics show that 80% of fractures in people over 65 happen from falls at home, most of which could have been prevented. My aunt at 70 slipped on a rug in her living room and broke her hip. Recovery was long, but it taught her a lesson. She got rid of the rugs, installed handrails, and bought proper non-slip slippers. These small changes made her feel safer, more confident, and they may have saved her from future injuries. Making your home safe doesn't require huge spending or effort. Just look around and address danger zones. Add lighting where it's dim. Use anti-slip mats. Check your furniture. Replace what's unstable. These simple steps could mean the difference between years of independence and a preventable accident. Your fate is not a sentence. It's a road you're building. Forget the idea that everything is set in stone. Your fate is not a life sentence. It's a path you build every day. With your habits, your decisions, your mindset. Make your home safe. Spend your money wisely, on yourself. Don't work yourself into the ground. Stay where you feel good. Cherish your relationships. Don't believe in miracle pills. Believe in your own power to change. And most importantly, don't withdraw from life. Even at 70, 80, 90, you can still live fully. You can still live beautifully, with joy. Tell me, which of these points touched you the most? What have you already started to change in your life? And what still brings up resistance? Leave a comment, not for me, but for those who are standing at the same crossroads. Let's learn to live better, together. And if this video resonated with you, subscribe. There are more stories ahead that will help you not just reach old age, but live it with dignity.